everyone, I'm coming on today to do a video. I was asked, because I showed some of my brown paper bags that I make with all the designs on, but I was asked in my last video in the comments if I could show how I make them, so I thought I'd come on and do a little video. It won't be long, just to show you how I make these. So what I do is get the brown packaging paper, and I get designs offline, like free downloads and stuff, and then print them on put them in the space where I want them to be printed out, like this one, with the lovely quote on, and then I just cut down to the size how I want the bag to be, and then start to make it. So like this one, once it's folded, this will turn into a bag with the quote there and there, and at the same time I actually use my brown paper bags and I get my stamps and stamp on, and I'll do this in the video as well so you can see. So there's different ways how to make your bags. I've done like a clock one to show you with all the clock design. So they're very like vintage and shabby and that. I've done like Alice in Wonderland. More clocks and butterflies. So let's get into making one. So like I said, first you just want to see how you want to. So like this one, I want to take off some on this side, just a little bit. So I'm just going to score how much I want to take off from there, and I'm going to take about, I don't want much off at the bottom, about there. So yeah, these are lovely to put in for Happy Mail and stuff, and you put all your little treats inside. I've made these before a few years back. I've came across people making them. I was told before to try and sell them, because people would like to buy them, but it's just obviously copyright with the paper and stuff, so I use them for personal use, or just like in Happy Mail and stuff, just sharing and that. Because they would be lovely to put in your albums and that, like for little pockets and that in them. And albums that I make, I'd love to put them in, but like I said, there's a copyright in that. Yeah. So now that's done, I'm just going to see how I want it to go. Let's measure that up. So about like that. So it's going to have that on that side, and then them ones on that side. And now I need to score for where I want to fold the paper over for sticking it. So down there, here, okay. So now let's just fold this over. and score. There's no, you don't have to make sure it's completely like all measured up properly, because the fun about these, they can look a bit shabby and stuff, so that's fine. I hope everyone's had a lovely weekend. The sun's out here today. I don't know if you can tell in the video, all the light, all the snow's finally melted away and things are just back to normal. So now I'm just going to get some double-sided sticky tape. I'm just going to put at the bottom. So I'm going to stick all this down and I'll come back and show you. So I'm back on, and that's the finish bag, as you can see. And then that's the other side. And all I did to make all this grungy kind of look was, all I did was I scrunched up the bag itself and then just opened it all up. And then you get that kind of grungy old like kind of look to it, and I think it goes with the bag then. Can you see? So it's still got all the things on. So that's that one. So next we're going to do some stamping. So this one was done from you print onto this paper. You just have to be careful putting it into your printer. So yeah, let's start on the stamping. So now I've got my stamp. I've got this cog like steampunk die, and I've put the ink on, and it doesn't matter if the ink spreads or if it don't go on properly, because we want this to look like shabby chic and vintage and that. So like it's gone on there, but it hasn't gone on perfect, but that's okay, we can just go over it and just keep putting it down and playing about, really. Just like that, and it gives you the effect anyway. So let's just carry on for a minute. And if you wanted to, once you've put one layer of like your stamp down, what you wanted to stamp with, leave it to dry, and you could always go over the top with any other stamp like wording or something. So I've done that now, and I went over the top with this script stamp I have, just to bring it out a bit more, and I used a different ink, what's got more ink in, the other one was running out. But as you can see, it's all on there, looks all shabby and vintagey. So now it's dried, I'm just gonna fold it. This one's gonna be a smaller little bag, but that's alright. And this time I'm not going to measure it, I'm just eyeballing it really, how I want it to go. Just like that. And I'm just going to get some sellotape and stick it down, and then it'd be done. So this is the finished little bag at the end, and again I've scrunched it up, and at the top here I've ripped it a bit so it's like all old. But that's the bag. You see how cool and that they come looking at the end. But yeah, that's just from being stamped. And then like I had, where did I put the other one? Oh, here it is. So that's the Alice in Wonderland one, all like done like that. Or you don't have to, you can keep them like just simple like that with the clocks and that on. I love this one, it's got a lot of detail on it. But yeah, that's how I make them. So I hope you like this video. Please like, leave any comments, subscribe if you ain't already, and please hit on the bell so you get notifications of all my videos, and I'll speak to you soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.